Marvelous Talk people and Marvelous Talk land. You are in tune to another episode of Marvelous Talk with your big homie, Big G. What's good, man?
What's cracking lacking? Happy Thanksgiving to all y'all. For all y'all out cooking turkeys and all whatever else, or making store runs like Bill Cosby, I understand because I've been there today, bro.
And Dane, we here with Big Dane. We missed Dane for a week, and we got Dane back. What's up, Dane? How you doing, B?
It's all good in the hood, man. All
Yeah,
good.
yeah, man. Listen. I am super duper excited to be bringing this episode of Marvelous Talk with you. We got so much to go over, so much to get into. But before we get into that, we need to get into this. And like I said, man, we here on Marvelous Talk. And first, before we get into the Hawkeye breakdown, we need to talk about this, man. We need to talk about the Spider-Man No Way Home trailers that we got, all of the breakdown and the Easter eggs. And listen, we finally got the second trailer, man. And Dane, what did you think about this, man? When you saw the Spider-Man No Way Home second trailer, how did it make you feel? What did you think? First reaction. Give me your first initial reaction when you saw the second trailer.
Well, I don't know if y'all gonna like this, but I was not that impressed the first time around. I was gonna be honest with you. I was like I saw a lot of regurgitation of the same stuff we saw before in the last one. Um, I just sensed my Dame sense, my Dame sense detected a lot of smoke and mirrors. They're not giving us everything. I think that there was some manipulation that took place in the trailer. So I mean, I get it. I get what they wanted to do with it. Honestly, I'm gonna let Big G give his take, but I'm gonna tell you what I think is coming next week. This is what I think is coming, and to me, from a marketing standpoint, would make a lot of sense. I think Sony should pay me for this idea, but I'm gonna defer to G and see what his thoughts were on it.
Gee, what you got, man? What you got?
Man, the trailer was actually sort of tight, man. But there was a lot of smoke and mirrors, like Dame said. But if you're not like a Marvel head and just like into it 100%, you wouldn't have went back and watched it like 25 and 30 times like I did, man, and watched it in slow motion and trying to figure out what's what. And I'm gonna tell you something I seen in there a whole lot that was in there a whole lot was Stark Technology, man. Stark Technology was all in everything from Electro having the chess piece with the arc reactor all the way to the nanotechnology running up on Doc Ock's tentacles. So I'm telling you, there's some stuff behind this that we can't see. And I'm telling you, Tony Stark is right at the middle of this bad baby. I don't know how they're gonna spin it and turn it, but Stark is there, bro. You can see it. And shout out to how they did Jamie Foxx, man. I was loving how they actually put the old school Electro face on him when he pulled back and everything, man. So I was like really digging that part, you know. But we gonna see all three Spider-Man, whether you believe it or not. We gonna see them. So get ready.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And you know what? I'm gonna be real with you. Dane, I love your take. I do. And I really I can get it. Like it didn't show a lot, but what they did show was enough for us fanatics to really lose our mind. You know what I mean?
Oh
And
yeah.
and literally, I watched the trailer and not as many times as Big G, but I did watch the trailer a lot, and I saw a lot. And definitely, I'm super excited. I really think that we are about to get the best Marvel movie that we've ever seen.
Now,
That's what
can
I think
can
we're
can
about
I
to get.
can I chime in and tell you what I think, guys? This is what
Go
I
ahead.
think. I think that trailer was just now. If you think other big blockbuster movies, you don't get 2 trailers. You normally get 3.
Right.
You normally get 3. I
Right.
think on Monday, because they sold it, they like Spider Monday. Now, for them to say Spider Monday, I personally think if they were smart, they would do this. They would drop the 3rd trailer, and in the 3rd trailer, they would put just a glimpse of all 3 of the Spider-Men on the film. Tickets on sale now. They will break the freaking internet.
Yeah.
They would break the freak. Sony, y'all should pay me. They would sell not some tickets, they would sell all the tickets.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, that's what they should do. They should just have at the very end of the trailer, just throw just one shot of all of them together. Tickets on sale now.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense, Dane. That makes a lot of sense. And you know what would kill it though too is because that will become every little kid's Christmas #1 Christmas present.
Absolutely.
To go see Spider-Man and actually get to see all the Spider-Man all at one time. Man, that would be like, kids would be canceling Christmas on other presents and like, man, I want tickets to the movies to go see Spider-Man.
No, I want tickets to see Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man. I need to go see Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I want to see Spider-Man.
I mean, guys, from a logical
you can
standpoint,
tell, I got it right here, right there. Spider-Man.
From a logical standpoint, we got villains from all 3 movies, and you telling me Tom Holland the only one that's gonna be able to fight these people? He could barely fight Mysterio.
No way. He gonna get hauled out.
Listen, if we're thinking right, you got a end credit scene with Venom seeing Spider-Man, so you're gonna get a Venom in this Spider-Man movie. It's a done deal, right?
Yeah.
Kevin Feige just has everybody hush hush and on lock basically about everything. I was watching an interview with Hawkeye, and Hawkeye was giving up nothing. He was giving up nothing. He was like, Yelena was in Hawkeye? I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And basically, he was just going about the whole thing the Kevin Feige way. So honestly, I think Dame is right to some degree, folks. Dame is right. Feige's trying to keep everybody from giving up the kitchen, and Sony just want to give it all up. They just like, here go the whole movie. Come see it. And that's not the Marvel way, but I definitely believe without a shadow of a doubt, if they drop another trailer and they even show a glimpse, a whiff of 3 Spider-Men, it's over.
They could have the shadows of 3 Spider-Man standing there.
Oh, yeah. It's over.
Yeah, they could have shadows. They could have them walking through a cloud, and you see like the first Spider-Man walk out, and you look behind him, and you see images, no clear picture of 2 other dudes walking, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah,
it's over. Yeah. It's over. You might well forget it." And I'm gonna be honest with you, they're breaking the bank on ticket sales. They would break the bank on ticket sales right then and there. It would be over with. Nobody is. I mean, for real. When I say it would be over with, it would be literally over with, man.
Yeah.
And honestly, I was thinking about this, and some people were like, "Oh man, that there's Lizard is getting hit by something, and it's Miles Morales." I'm like, nah, they're not gonna go that far. You know what I'm saying? It would be live for them to go that far, and they would literally could, because we're in a multiverse. But I mean, been no casting news. It's been no, there's
hold it. I've been snooping around in the rabbit hole, man. I done heard there's going to be 3 mid-credit. Well, there's going to be 2 mid-credits and a post-credit scene. And they said that one of those mid-credit scenes or post-credit scene is a blockbuster. They said that when they show it, it's going to change the game. And I was like, whoa. And because most Marvel movies get 2. So for them to have 3 in this one, man, you already know.
Hey man, I heard a rumor yesterday. I don't know how, I just saw it on a source. It was a rumor, and they actually did the fan art. I get sick of these people with this fan art stuff. Yeah. But this one was really legit, and I thought it was a good pick for Miles Morales. I can't think of his name, man. I was just looking it up. the dude from Stranger Things, the little black dude from Stranger Things.
Oh yeah. I just can't call his name. I know who you're talking
He's
about.
a great actor, man. And he
Yeah.
could carry it. He could carry that quippiness of, because Miles got that kind of quippiness like Peter Parker.
Yeah.
So I think he'd be a legit fit, man.
Yeah.
But so once again, there's no rumor of a hiring like that at all, right? So to my knowledge, just in my mind, you had other Spider-Man present in that trailer. You had to have, because Lizard got hit. Spider-Man, the main Spider-Man, was jumping at Sandman, and then there was the other. Electro was clearly focused on somebody else. So we know we got 3 Spider-Mans in there. And here's the other thing. Now you're starting to see what I said on the last Marvelish, where remember the scenes of Ned and what's her name? MJ being in the dungeon in Doctor Strange's lab. They were there, right? So now you're starting to see that in the actual trailer. So you could tell all of the misdirection and everything. They're starting to try to clear that whole thing up. And I'm going to tell you, I'm super, super duper excited about this film. I think it is going to be, and now we get some context to why, Doctor Strange had to put Peter in timeout and take his soul out of his body. We got some context for that. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. And then on top of that, we got some context to, really what's going on around this story. And I think it was really good. I think it was really, really good. Got some pictures still, some reveals, the pictures that's been floating around.
There's no official runtime yet, but I heard a rumor it's 252.
Oh, I heard it's longer than that.
Really? I heard 252. There's no
longer
runtime yet.
I heard it is longer than
252.
I heard it's longer than Endgame.
Yeah. Ooh, that's like 3+.
I heard
they were saying I've heard that it's going to be 3 hours. But that's going to be one of the best 3 hours we ever spent.
Yeah.
I'm super duper excited about that, man. I'm super duper excited about that. Listen, we spent 15 minutes on this Spider-Man trailer, but let's get into the good stuff, man. Hawkeye. Wow. Blown away. Applause. These first 2 episodes were really, really good. Dame, what was your first reaction to these first 2 episodes of Hawkeye?
So, one thing that it's not a bad thing, but the way they sold, and just me being, playing devil's advocate. Kate Bishop, man, I was having a hard time with her character. I'm just being honest with you. I saw a lot of, and I guess the fact she's young, so that's why I have to take into consideration. They're showing a young 20-some-year-old chick, but she kind of makes some questionable choices, man. So that's to me, it's like, okay, so this is the chick that's gonna be the passing of the baton, the next Hawkeye. So to me, I want to see a lot of development with her, over the course of these, and it's only a few episode show. So that was my first take on her was, and we didn't see, dude, this is what blew my mind too. Why didn't we see a lot of Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye? We saw maybe more of her I would think it would transition where you would see more of him, or they'd have at least much equal time. But we just saw a lot of her, which was kind of surprising to me that they were focused so much on her and not giving us specific things. We know about Hawkeye. I guess that was the point, that we already know about him. But that interaction, I would hope we see more moving forward of him pouring into her, rather than we just see a whole bunch of her craziness, and questionable decisions that she made. But otherwise, I thought it was a decent, 2 episodes. There was some parts that were kind of slow. I'm gonna tell you the one dude I could not stand. The dude that was her mom's fiance, man, that dude was weak. I'm sorry. If he's supposed to be swordsman, he's weak, man. I want to see something in this dude, but he reminded me of Will Ferrell or somebody, man. He sucked.
You have to introduce the character.
He's bluffing, Dane.
Yeah.
Trust him.
I hope so.
Bluffing.
I hope
He's
so,
bluffing.
man. Because
You
every
gotta-
time he was on, I wanted to take a nap, bro.
You gotta know the comic book to understand what swordsman actually is, man.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
it's
I read
it's
up
straight
on it.
bluff game. It's straight
I read
bluff
up
game.
on it. I read up on it, but this, like I said, this dude gonna have to convince me that he's that. Because,
And I think you have you ever heard of the expression? And I know you have because you from the country dumb.
yeah,
He's literally playing country dumb at this moment in time. You know, and
I know he killed his uncle. He killed his uncle. He's the one that,
absolutely. And he was there when she came in.
Yeah.
You know, he know that she was there because
Mhm.
that's why he offered her the toffee because he knows she's seen it, right?
Mhm.
But her mother knows something. Her mother knows something. Her mother's not innocent.
Oh, absolutely,
Right?
absolutely.
So therefore, something's going on with her mother as well as this guy, the swordsman, and definitely, it is who we, I mean, they got him listed on the characters list as the swordsman, so we're not drawing any conclusions there. He's definitely the swordsman.
Hey, man, I'm gonna go on the limb. I'm gonna go on a limb and say I think her mother is a bigger G than he is.
I think so too. And my thought process. Now, Big G's got it. He got it. I'm just gonna toss it out there. I definitely started looking, and in some, it's Hawkeye number 7. Y'all can check me out, comic book heads. Hawkeye number 7. If we look at the comics, the mother was killed, not the father, right? And there was some foreshadowing in there with her father that I was kind of curious why they brought back up in the second episode, where he was saying, in the very beginning, he was like, she asked him, what would you do if a hurricane hit us? And he was like, I'll protect you like I always do. Why you have to show that again? I don't know. Something with the dog. There's something going on with the dog. The dog just ain't no regular dog. We'll talk about that here in a minute. But here's the deal. In Hawkeye number 7, the mother was left for dead by the father. The father left her for dead. She was captured and brought back to life by vampires. Now we know we're getting Blade, and he was introduced in the Eternals, right? So Blade being introduced in the Eternals, now we got to kind of prepare a way for him. We got Morbius over here on the other side, but that's Sony, right? So we have to kind of put some type of mention to vampires in this thing. So what if, and in 7, her vampire. So what if, I'm just saying, what if, and now I'll give Big G his time to talk. Go ahead, G. Go ahead.
Man, Dame, he's Mephisto chasing again, man. he don't know. No, he ain't nowhere. It ain't nothing like that, right? All right. So first of all, let me give a shout out to Matt Fraction and David Aha, man, because the what you're seeing play out on Disney Plus through the MCU through a television show is almost. There's a couple little changes, almost pinpoint accurate to the comic book that was dropped by Matt Fraction and David Aha in 2012. If you go back and check that comic book out and you read that storyline, it's almost pinpoint perfect, right? So that's why I'm saying, like, even to talk about what Dame's comment, there's going to be some stuff that's going to come that's going to build the character of Kate Bishop. Kate Bishop has to literally transform into Hawkeye. Right now she's sort of green. She's kid-like acting. She's strange, but you notice she's super strong. She's super fast, and she can do all the stuff Hawkeye can do right now. So that's number one. Number 2, and I'm calling it on the show. I might be wrong, but I'm telling you, her mother is either Madam Mask or Madam Hydra. I don't know which one of them it is yet. I ain't figured it out because I'm watching how she's moving and I'm seeing how nothing is surprising to her. Even the Battle of New York in 2012, right? So she wasn't even caught up like that. You know what I'm saying? She was like more or less, okay, I got to save this girl, but I'm manipulating her because that's what the comic book little storyline was as you went into the beginning of the episode. You saw how the mom just was behind her, kept pushing her, kept getting her where she needed to be. And then all of a sudden she done created basically another super soldier without the super soldier formula. And that's really like what Black Widow and Hawkeye is. But I also got a theory too. And I don't know if this might make sense and it might not make sense. I think that there's some Taskmaster ties to this as well. And I think that the mother could be either the mother or somebody we're going to talk about at the end could be a person who came out of the Red Room or has ties to the Red Room. I ain't sure yet. I got to watch another episode and do a little bit more rabbit hole digging. But I think that this thing is going to be tied to Black Widow in the past and tied to Black Widow moving forward.
Well,
could be.
We got Yelena in here. We know we have Yelena coming, right? So she could be Madam Hydra. I mean, I can't say, oh no, without a shadow of a doubt. No, that I mean, she could be. You know, she's
somebody. She's
definitely somebody. Let's cut all the chitter chatter. She's not innocent. She's not innocent at all. And she to the point to where the swordsman is kind of like, you know, giving her respect. He giving her mad respect. He trying to put a dynasty together.
If you notice, his uncle, man, he didn't like her. Like he was like heated at her. He was like, I know people too. I'm like,
yeah, I know powerful people too.
At the little auction, he told his nephew, he said, I'm sick and tired of your fiance and your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Almost like, you know, like I'm about to cancel her.
Yeah, like she's a threat. Like she's a threat to him.
But that's gonna go into the theory I'm gonna talk about in a little bit because me and Dame on the same page about who might be pulling strings behind the background.
Yeah, so let's talk about this dog. The dog comes out of nowhere, right?
Lucky the pizza dog.
The dog comes out of nowhere and it only has one eye, right? And she just happens to be drawn to the dog. She just saved the dog, but the dog just happens to bite the dude that was trying to get the watch that came out of the Avengers Tower. Now, notice y'all never saw that watch again, right? We never saw the dude get the watch again. He didn't get it. Remember, it fell from his hand when the dog bit him. So did the dog eat the watch?
Could be it's a possibility. I mean, I thought about if he's a Flarkin. I thought about if he's a Skrull. I mean, because you know, some of this stuff's got to tie to Secret Invasion. Some of it has got to tie into Armor Wars. It has to. So I thought about it. He could be a Flarkin. He could be a Skrull. I mean, we don't know, you know. But there is a dog. Once again, shout out to Matt Fraction and David Aha. There is a dog. His name is Lucky. He is in the comic book run. So, you know, now, you know, Kevin Feige, if you watch the little credits at the beginning, this the first title I ever seen where it said Kevin Feige name first.
Right.
So Kevin Feige got his name his mind all on this.
I seen Kevin Feige name 3 times.
He gonna spin the brake shoes off of this.
That brother was like up. Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige.
Yeah.
What's his name again? Kevin Feige.
That's right.
You know, but definitely, I'm going to tell you, I am very impressed. I'm very impressed with the first 2 episodes. I thought they captured the Christmas theme excellent.
Oh yeah.
It was very excellent.
Hey, the cinematography by Reese Thomas, man, is off the hook, man.
Hey,
Reese Thomas is doing an outstanding job with the cinematography.
I agree. Hey, man, I gotta ask y'all, what y'all think about that musical?
Oh, the Rogers, the music?
Oh, that music, man, I was laughing so hard.
Up, Dave. I'm glad you brought that up.
I could do this all
day. That was the funniest thing ever.
Hey, shout out to Straw Hat Goofy, man, for calling that was going to happen, man. Straw Hat Goofy said that was going to happen, and I watched it on his podcast. So shout out to Straw Hat Goofy, and shout out to New Rock Stars, because they called it too, man. I watched it on both of them, and they was like,
they got private screening, so they got private screening, so they knew it was going to happen. They had watched it, but that was hilarious. You know, that was hilarious. I thought the Nat. Now the funny part was that whole thing. I could do this all day stuff, but the Nat flashbacks were special. That was special. You know, to see how, you know, the connection between Nat and him, and then his daughter bringing it up.
right.
was special. That's
Mhm.
ties. You know, that it's well written and they're
Mhm.
pulling at your emotions early in this one. So I like that. I like the fact that they're grabbing us and pulling us in and making us identify with characters. And then the son, he was doing sign language to him because of his hearing loss. Dope for real.
Yeah.
Which
That's
I
once
think,
again, that's comic. That's all comic. He
which
lost
I
his
think
hearing.
his hearing loss is going to help him with Echo.
Mm,
I bet. I bet that's going to help him with Echo.
yeah.
I bet. Now, so let's talk about Echo. What did you think when you saw Echo, Dame? Like, what was going through your head? We're going to get to Big G later because Big G done been in a rabbit hole. And, you know, I don't know if y'all can tell.
Echo, my top 20 Marvel characters of all time.
Yeah,
I
so
love Echo. So, you know.
We're going to leave him last because we
Yeah.
know that he's been in the rabbit hole. But Dame, what did you think when you saw Echo?
So when they showed her at the end of that episode, episode 2, what you're talking about, they showed her after because Clint said he wanted to go talk to the leader of the tracksuit mafia. He wanted to go talk to him to, I guess, make arrangements to get the suit and everything. But anyway, and when they showed her, man, it was kind of shocking because I didn't realize that they would show somebody like that of that caliber, because she's gonna have her own show. I mean, we already seen that. Then when they revealed, she's going. So it really blew my mind that they brought her in that fast. That was why my mom was, whoa, man. You know, for them to bring her up this quick, it's like she must gonna have like a real significant role in this series. So yeah, that's my first take when I saw it. It took me by surprise that they brought her in so quick.
Yeah. Man, I'm telling you, Ma, you muted, man. Just FYI, man. I heard you, but you muted, right?
Okay.
But yeah.
What was your takeaway, G? Sorry about
man,
that.
You already know, man. Man, I told you, Echo to me is top 25 Marvel characters of all time, man. And the reason why Echo is so pivotal is because she ties not only to like Hell's Kitchen, Daredevil, Kingpin, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones, Power Man, not only on that level, Spider-Man, she's tied to all these folks, Hawkeye, but she's also tied to the X-Men. For y'all that don't know about like the comics and everything, Echo is the third human to ever be able to inhabit the Phoenix Force. So they might have brought her in as like, this young lady who's currently deaf and she moves off a vibration. And, like I was trying to tell Maud off camera, you got to understand, she's just like Daredevil. Daredevil can't see, she can't hear. Mm-hmm. And so when vibration hits her, she can see through walls and all kind of stuff like that. But what I'm saying as far as the depth of the character and how far they can run with her, you can start Echo out right here, get through the X-Men run, and she's the third human being that inhabits the Phoenix Force. And she had it for a minute. She was not only like just like a host of the Phoenix Force, she actually like became one of the most powerful X-Men to ever be around. So I'm like, man, y'all, if you ain't digging Echo, you need to go check Echo out, man, because Echo is the bomb as far as the character.
So with Big G had to hit me, man, and I went and I did my study, and I was like, man, low key, she that thing. She low key, she that thing for real. And
gotta be, she got her own show.
Yeah, man. They're gonna hook Echo up, man. Trust and believe.
Here's the thing that's getting me, you guys. For this to be a short run series, already you could tell they're setting up so much. This is a trampoline series, man, where we're gonna bounce like 4 or 5 people out of this series, and you're gonna see them come out. And I mean, I was thinking, man, what are we gonna do with Hawkeye? How is this gonna be? It's Hawkeye, But man, I mean, I'm really already impressed with Hawkeye. It's feel good. It's great for the holidays. Yeah. And man, I'm happy about it. I'm super happy about it. I think they did an excellent job, and I'm already excited to see the next one. I'm already excited.
Yeah, like you said, I totally agree. It's what I would call a transitional show.
Yeah,
because it's opening doors for you to do all kind of stuff. I mean, it's marketing. It's like this just straight Disney Plus marketing. Because when people first was like, "How you gonna have a show about Hawkeye?" They just showing you right here. You just bring out all these people that's gonna be coming later on. They kind of bring it all in. Like G said, we got Hell's Kitchen. I mean, if they gonna bring back Daredevil, I mean, what a way to bring it in through this. You know what I'm saying? Because we know Kingpin's gonna be connected to this show somewhere or another. So
yeah. I mean,
and aren't we supposed to get Matt Murdock in one of these?
Nah, what there's rumor. There's a rumor. There's a rumor.
I thought we were supposed to get him in one. Not if it's not Hawkeye, She-Hulk. We supposed to get him in one of these, right?
Well, the rumor is he's in Spider-Man No Way Home. That's the rumor.
We know that.
You know,
we know that. We've seen the picture.
But so this the thing. This the thing, and it's something I ain't figured it out yet. I got to dive in the rabbit hole for a little while, maybe on 2-3 days, and figure this out. But I'm trying to figure out why they keep going back to that date on 2012. Because the Loki show had something to do with what happened in 2012. The Avengers Endgame had something to do with 2012. This show has something to do with 2012. And it's like they keep going back to that moment.
Yeah.
When the T'Chari invaded, and you know, it's like
that was the first time
references already about and why, and then everybody's angle is a little bit different of what they seen and understand and viewed, man.
Well, you think about it, G. If you think about it, G, it was. I mean, I hear what you're saying, because it is a big. But that was the first encounter. That was the first encounter that Earth people had with something from outer space.
Yeah.
So that was the big thing. It was like we had never in the MCU. That was the first time people knew there was something up there, and it had the ability to take us out.
Yeah. And Falcon and the Winter Soldier referenced it too.
Yeah.
They referenced the Battle of New York and this, that, and this. So I'm like, you know, it's something about that what happened on that day, man. And I dig how they did it, because in my mind, in my thinking, because like at the first shot, how it was all peaceful and then like all hell broke loose, you know. So it was like maybe there was something that was conspiring in the background that was about to go down with like the Kingpin and all whatever else, and that the T'Chari stopped at a moment in that event, right? So it's something about that day, and I think moving forward, you're going to see it over and over and over and over again in Marvel properties, man.
You know, so Stark Tech playing a huge part in, I think, what we're about to see going forward, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a lot of people in the background, and we saw that in Spider-Man Far From Home.
Right.
There's a lot of people in the background who want to get their hands on Stark Tech, right? And kind of expand.
Even in Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah.
They want to Stark Tech, you know.
So Tony was like this. Tony never lets you play with his toys, right? So now, no Tony in the picture, people want to get their hands on it.
Hey, there's a trailer I'm watching right now. They just showed a trailer for, I guess, just the overall episode. But I never saw this in the trailer, and you've seen the episodes. But he got some Stark like arrows, like
his arrows say this on it.
Yeah,
it say Stark.
Yeah,
it say Stark Industries on his arrows, man.
Yeah,
all day and night.
Yeah,
the watch. I'm telling you. So there's the watch is the key to something. It may be the key to another place that Tony had, because Tony always had hidden places. He just always did. His mind thought like that, right? But like in Spider-Man Far From Home, we got the Stark Tech being up for grabs. Now we got people going after the Stark Tech again. And then we saw what the Stark Tech did to Doc Ock's tentacles, right? It changed them. So Stark Tech is still alive and well, even though Tony's not. Talk to me about that, you guys. How you feeling about this, Dame? I mean, don't this like get you excited that we still got Iron Man's presence around? And I got a theory about this that I'm gonna talk to you about once we get done.
Well, to me, it started. If you think about it, started when I think the first sign of we see Stark incorporating what could have been the catalyst for that was Infinity War, which you saw him using the technology from Wakanda into his stuff. So I'm thinking that was the catalyst that basically allowed him to before he was making stuff for the Avengers, you know what I'm saying? But I think that may have, by Wakanda opening up the door and said, we're going to share our technology with the world, that was the catalyst for him to say, well, you know what? I'm going to kind of do the same thing. So that's why you're probably seeing inklings of it everywhere else. That's just my theory on it. But yeah, I mean, and with him gone, you know, he can't keep it as protected as he probably did in the past. So,
Ma, you muted again.
All right, G, before I get into this, man, definitely give me what you thinking about this Stark Tech and this Stark technology.
Man, Kevin Feige is in negotiation with Robert Downey Jr. right now. you best believe it's going down, man. I'm calling it on the show. I'm telling you right now, Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., and all them jokers is showing back up for Secret Wars, man. You can count on it. You can bet the farm on it. They bringing them jokers back for Secret Wars. It's all a bait saying, look, man, I'm gonna keep your character. I'm gonna keep your character running, but you ain't got to do nothing right now. But when we get to the Secret Wars, I'm gonna need you to show back up, man. Robert Downey Jr. on his way back to the farm, ladies and gentlemen. You can count on it, man.
You say back to the farm.
He going back to the farm.
I believe it. I believe it. There's a couple of things that make me believe it. Not just Secret Wars, right? We heard the rumor that Sir Patrick Stewart's coming into Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
And we also heard that Hugh Jackman's gonna come back because of that.
Yeah.
Right. So now that the chains are moving in my mind, and I might have to find this because I said it earlier on one of our previous broadcasts. You're gonna see the Illuminati, man.
Oh yeah,
and we can't have the Illuminati without Iron Man. You know what I'm saying?
The Illuminati's not even formed without Tony Stark.
Yeah, so in my mind, if we're already gonna get Sir Patrick Stewart, you know what I'm saying, as Professor X.
Just for a hot second, though. He's only gonna do something because there's something that's gonna happen. But go ahead.
But so if we get him, come on, man. I mean, and even though it's a variant of him, we're still gonna. That's how I know Tony Stark can't be forgot in this thing, and we have to keep his tech around so that when he comes back, it's no big. It's still gonna be like but it ain't gonna be like a surprise because his tech has been around this whole time. Now, what I want before we actually leave tonight, you guys, give me a prediction, Dane. Where do you think he's gonna land this plane at? If you were just a betting man, Hawkeye, where do you see this plane landing at? Because he's got 6 days to get home. You know what I'm saying? Well, 5 now. But how do you think he's gonna land this plane?
So I think we're gonna have progression. We're gonna have a progression of bad guys. Like these track suit mafia dudes are a joke. they are not the end all. They are a joke.
What's up, bro? What's up, bro?
Yeah, everything is bro. Everything is bro. So they're the peons. We're gonna get past them. I think we're gonna get a medium level bad guy, and then I don't know if they're gonna reveal the person that's the behind the scenes person that's pulling all the strings, but Clint is gonna get out the picture. He's gonna go back to his family, but somehow or another, Kate is gonna get injected into dealing with whatever happens next. I don't know if they plan on doing a season 2 or whatever, but I don't think it's gonna be resolved. I think it might be resolved a little bit, but there'll still be that you know how Marvel do. They leave you hanging. They're gonna probably do that with the last episode and show the last person. Probably that might be the opportunity. To me, that would be the opportunity to introduce the Kingpin into this, if he's a part of all the behind the scenes stuff. So that's my thoughts.
What you think, man? Final call. Just kind of tell you where he landed this plane.
So Val's gonna be in it, right? Val's gonna be in it. We already know Val's gonna be in it. We already know that Natasha's sister's gonna be in it, right? We already know it, right? So I'm thinking this gonna be a part. It might not be the full showing, but I think you're gonna see at the end of this 6-episode run where she actually admits that she's gonna building a team, right? And they're gonna pull whoever the medium range villain is off of this. They're going to pull that person into the Thunderbolts as well. So you'll see Black Widow's sister. You already seen Abomination on the big screen, right? You already seen U.S. Agent on the screen. You're getting this Thunderbolts team that's getting pushed together in the back. So I think it possibly could be Echo could be a member of the Thunderbolts. I ain't sure, but she possibly could be. So I think you're going to see something with Val, something with Belina Romanoff, Natasha's sister, to where they're going to build. They're going to build on top of the Thunderbolts, and they're going to do a handoff to Armored Wars and a handoff to a couple of the other Disney Plus shows.
Now I don't know if we done seen Val. Did they show Val in this?
Val's gonna be in it, man. Trust me. I've been in the rabbit hole, bro. Val's gonna be in there, bro.
I don't know if we're gonna see her, but I know we're definitely that she's not listed on the cast. You know, old girl from Kramer's not listed on the cast.
Was she listed on the cast in Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Absolutely not. No, not to the very before the week before the last episode, she popped up on the line. They didn't even know she was gonna be in there.
She was actually there. But what I'm saying, my thought process is I go with you on that first one, where I think there's going to be a development, just like Dame said, of another bad, right? And it may be Lady Hydra, you know what I mean, who's pulling the strings here. You know what I'm saying? So it really could be that, right? I think it's going to be you're going to see a development of Hawkeye, the character. And I mean, we've already seen, you know, Clint turn to her and say, "You're Hawkeye," basically. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to see that develop. And I think that's why Dame, she started out so green.
Yeah.
I think that's why she started out so green, because they wanted to show progression in her character. You know what I mean? And then also, I think, you know, how he's going to land this plane. I really believe that we're going to get some answers to some earlier questions that we didn't know that we had questions too. Like, you know, I think he's going to answer some things because, like Dame said, it's transitional. It's a springboard. So if I'm giving you all these other characters and I'm introducing a whole nother part of the Marvel universe, I got to give you the whys to why this happened, so that way you can understand why I'm introducing this character, right? So I really am excited to see where it goes, how it goes, and how it irons itself out. Now, one last thing, man, and then we're gone for the night. What was that you mentioned it. What was that abomination about? Why is it that Wong and the Abomination are sitting here playing kiddies with each other? They over here,
I didn't understand.
You shouldn't hit me that hard when we do it again. Like, what is this? What are we doing, Wong?
The WWE.
Yeah, nice. You running the game?
Listen, man, the culminating event of all of this is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Val already done told you things is about to get real weird, right? They dropping little breadcrumbs telling y'all you're going to see stuff you ain't never seen before. Now, Spider-Man, you getting characters pulled over from Sony, right? It's about to get real funky for about a year, and everybody's going to be confused, and Kevin Feige going to have right where he wants you. And then when Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness hits, it's on and popping. It's on and popping, man.
It's just weird. It's weird. I don't know why him and Wong would be so buddy. Like, I mean, they're buddy.
Multiverse of Madness. It's the Multiverse of Madness.
They're buddy, and it doesn't. And the anti-hero thing. I fully expect Echo to not be a bad guy.
Right.
I fully expect her not to be a bad guy. I expect her to be bad a little, because that's what a that's what you're gonna get with an anti-hero. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they selfish. They're about them. Anti-heroes are about them.
But
first.
I think
they're always about them first.
I think you're gonna see some good stuff done by Echo in a minute. But yo, I would like to thank all of you guys for hanging and rocking out with us. It was a lot of y'all. And definitely, if you like the content that's being presented, make sure that you like and subscribe. Or you catch us on Facebook. You can definitely catch us on Twitch. You can catch us on our YouTube channel as well. As for myself, Big Dane, and G, we gonna be out of here, man. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
Happy Turkey Day.